Hi students, my name is Nitin Nagarashet. I am from Manavara. So last class we are discussing about a topic from 9th standard, that is constructions. In construction we already discussed about four major constructions. That is, first one is the angle bisector, perpendicular bisector, also making an angle. So last class we are discussing about the construction, that is we have to construct a triangle given its base angle and sum of other two sides. So let us move on to the next construction, that is construction 11.5. Here also we have to construct a triangle. So here also we have the base and here also we have the base angle, but here we have difference of other two sides. So last class we are discussing about when we have the sum of other two sides, so we constructed a triangle. But here, so we have to construct a triangle, the same base and same angle, base angle it is given, but here we have difference of other two sides. Using all those things we have to construct a triangle. So apart from the procedure, so here we have the same procedure whatever we done in the last construction. So based on those things some changes are there, so we have to discuss the construction of a triangle given its base and base angle and difference of other two sides. So let us, we have to take construction 11.5. Construction 11.5. That is, to construct a triangle, to construct a triangle, construct a triangle given its base angle and difference of other two sides. Difference of other two sides. Yes. So here we have to construct a triangle when a base is given, when a base angle is given, also difference of other two sides it is given. So when we have these quantities, we have to construct a triangle. So let us, we have to move on to the construction. So firstly we have to take the step, and along with that one we have to take a construction of this triangle. So let us take the construction. Firstly, what are the given things we have? So firstly we have to write given it is a base. It is a base, then a base angle, so a base BC, and base angle I will take it as angle B, then difference of other two sides. Yes, so we have to discuss about that thing, difference of other two sides. Apart from BC, so we have the value of BC, but except BC we have other two sides AB and AC. So difference between two other sides means which one we have to take, whether it is AB minus AC or AC minus AB, so we have to take. Here it is confusion arises, but we already know that whatever the length of the side we have, whatever the length, the measure of the angle we have, so that one is not a negative. That one we can't take it as a negative numbers. So that's why, so we have to take the difference of other two sides is also positive. So we have to take it as positive only. So that's why here we have to take, there are two cases. That is, one is the when AB is greater than AC. When AB is greater than AC, then we have to take AB minus AC only, because so we get the positive length. And when AC is greater than AB, then we have to take AC minus AB. At that time, what happens? AC minus AB will be the positive value. So that's why whatever the positive values we have, so that one we have to take here. So for that we have two cases. One is the AB is greater than AC and AC is greater than AB. So there are two separate cases are there. In this video, so we will explain about, so we have to discuss about AB is greater than AC, then AB minus AC we have to take. So first I will take it is case 1. In case 1, so when AB is greater than AC, so then we have to take AB minus AC we have to take here. Yes. So let us take the step. Already we have the base angle. So when we have the base, we have to construct a base here, and when we have the base angle, so angle B, so we have to take. So that means whatever the angle we have, so we have to construct that one. Yes. So here first step one, draw a base BC and construct angle B and join BX. So join BX. So here we have the angle. So then we have angle XBC is equal to angle B. XBC is equal to angle B. So here we have to draw a base first, BC. So whatever the length it is given, so we have to take the same length. So here I will take the common length. So whatever the length we have, so we have to write here. So here we have to take the common length. So whatever the length we have, so that one is the BC. So this is the BC here. Then, so we have to construct an angle B, whatever the angle we have. So just remember here, what happens? So 60 degree. So here already we know that we learned in the last construction. Initially we have to take the 60 degree. When you want to take the 60 degrees, so it is possible. But what happens is, so when we extend that one, so it is not intersect in this board, in this limitation. So those whatever the lines we have perpendicular bisector we drawn, so that one is not intersects in this region, but it needs some more space. So that's why I am taking the less than 60 degree. I am taking less than 60 degree as the value of T here. Okay, so let's take that one. So yes, so that one you have to remember. So above 60 degree, so above 45 degree, 60 degree we have means, so it is difficult to get in the smaller region. Okay, so here, so firstly we have to take any radius here. So then taking B as a radius, B as a center, so you have to draw a curve which intersects BC here. So taking the same radius and taking the intersecting point as a center, and then we have to cut this curve. And here, so initially you have to draw a curve. Initially, so you have to draw a curve here, but you can take a protractor. So from that one, so you can draw a angle less than 60 degrees. So here I have the complete idea of 60 degree angle, and then below the angle of 60 degree I will take any measurement. So here I am taking a line. So whether it may be 40 degree or 45 degree, I don't know. So I just took the angle is less than 60 degree because that perpendicular bisector have to intersect this line. So that's why I just took that one. Yes, then what you have to do, so here we have the XBX. Yes. So just compare with the last construction. At that time we cut the line. So we already know that we just cutted the line BX, the length which is equal to the sum of other two sides. Here also we have to take the same. So here we have to cut this line BX at D with the length, having the length equal to the difference of other two sides. Whatever the length it is given, so here we have to take the length of AB minus AC is equal to BD. So let us take step 2. Step 2, cut the line BX at D where BD is equal to difference of other two sides. Difference of other two sides. Yes, here I will take any length. So I think AB minus AC means is less than BC. So I think it is. So here I will take the length of AB minus AC like this. Yes, it is easy. So when we have D, so we have to join DC, and we have to draw a perpendicular bisector of DC here. So let's take the step 3. Same steps, compare with the last construction. Join DC and construct a perpendicular bisector. Construct a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector of DC intersects BX at A. Intersects BX at A here. So we have to draw. Firstly, we have to join DC. And for this DC, you have to construct a perpendicular bisector. Already you know about the construction to draw a perpendicular bisector. So take a length, take a radius of this compass more than half of this DC, and taking C as a center, so you have to draw a curve in both sides of this line DC. Yes. Then taking the same radius, so you have to take D as a center and you have to cut the previously drawn curve. Here also you have to intersect. Okay. So I think it's a frictionless board. So that's why it's some difficult to draw curves here. Yes, it intersects. Yes. So then we have to join these 2 points. These 2 intersecting points here. So I will extend up to here, and this one is also I will extend. Yes. So this is the point. So here this line, this perpendicular bisector intersects the line BX at A, and then we have to join AC. Here. So here ABC is a required triangle. That is firstly step 4. So what is the step 4 here? So join AC, and then ABC is a required triangle. So here just observe, so this is the construction of a triangle when we have the base angle and difference of other 2 sides. The same procedure, so what we did in the last construction. So here also we have to take the same, but the difference is, so we have to cut the line BC with the length of AB minus AC. So difference of other 2 sides, that only the difference. So whatever the other things we have, drawing BC and making an angle, and then taking a perpendicular bisector and which intersects at A, which cuts the line BX at A, and then you have to join AC. So that one is also same. So only the difference is, so here we have to cut the line BX at D with the length, it is equal to difference of other 2 sides. So based on the last construction, compared with the last construction, here also we have to prove that how BD is equal to AB minus AC. So that one we have to prove. So let us take the proof of that construction. BD is equal to AB minus AC. Yes. So here we have to prove BD is equal to AB minus AC. So here just observe BD is equal to AB minus AD. So no. So here just say here BD. So we want BD is equal to AB minus AC means. So initially just observe BD is equal to AB. So here AB is also common. BD is equal to AB minus AC we have to prove. But here BD is equal to, initially BD is equal to AB minus AD. So that means AB, BD, LHS side is same, and the one of the term of the RHS side is AB is same. But here we have to change it is AD and AC. When AD and AC those 2 are same, then we can easily convert that thing. It is possible. So then, what are the techniques we have? So here we have the two triangles here. So when we consider two triangles, so when you take those two triangles, AD and AC are the parts of that one. So you can take the similarity of triangles also. Also you can insert the Pythagoras theorem also. In the last construction we taken that Pythagoras theorem here. So let's take the Pythagoras theorem. So this point I will take Q. And these two are we have, so those two are the right angle triangles because it's a perpendicular bisector. So that's why here those two angles are 90 degree only. So that's why we have to consider ADQ and triangle ACQ. Consider triangle ADQ and triangle ACQ. Apply Pythagoras theorem. Apply Pythagoras theorem. When you apply the Pythagoras theorem, what happens here? It's a right angle. So side opposite to the right angle, it is hypotenuse. Others are other two sides. That is AD square. AD square is equal to AQ square. AQ square minus DQ square. So similarly the same thing happening here. So here we have AQ square, it is common. So both those two triangles. So that's why AQ. So we have to remain one side. So AD square minus DQ square we have. So it is plus DQ square. So because hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of squares of other two sides. It is AQ square plus DQ square, not AQ square minus DQ square here. So here after transposing DQ square in the LHS side, it becomes minus DQ square. AD square minus DQ square is equal to AQ square. Yes, so let's change that one. Yes, then here we have the equation number 1. So let us move on to the next triangle. So we have to apply the same Pythagoras theorem there. So here we have the right angle here. So this one is the right angle here. So the side opposite to the right angle, we have to take it as a hypotenuse. That is AC square. AC square is equal to AQ square plus CQ square. AQ square plus CQ square. Then here AQ square it is common, so that's why we have to transpose the CQ square to the LHS side. It becomes AC square minus CQ square is equal to AQ square. So I will take this as equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2, the things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. So this LHS is equal to the RHS and this LHS is equal to the same RHS. That's why we have to equate those two LHS sides. So from equation 1 and 2, so we can take AD square minus DQ square is equal to AC square minus CQ square. So here just observe perpendicular bisector means it's not only the perpendicularly bisected line and also it splits into two equal parts. So that's why DQ is equal to CQ also. So we can cancel out these two things because those two are equal. It is because DQ is equal to CQ. Then here we have only it remains AD square is equal to AC square remains. So when you take the square root of those things, then we have AD is equal to AC. Yes, so I will take this as equation number 3. So from figure, so we will just observe BD. So BD is equal to, we want BD here. So BD can be written as AB, completely AB. In that complete line AB, so we have to subtract AD here. So then we get the BD. So then BD, so that's why we can write it as AB minus AD. So we already know that AD is equal to AC, just substitute it. BD is equal to AB minus AC. So we have the proof. Every time no need of proof. So here it is only the clarification about the proof only. So that's why, so you have to know that thing. So when you have the construction, just only write the construction. So when you have to give the clarification about this BD is equal to AB minus AC, so then only you have to write this proof. Otherwise, no need of this prove. So from your knowledge, from your understanding, you have to keep in your mind. So let us take one example. So let's take one problem here. So here just observe, we have to construct a triangle ABC in which BC is equal to 8 cm is given and angle B is equal to 45 degree it is given and AB minus AC is equal to 3.5 cm. Here just observe, the angle is less than 60 degree. So that's why, so we can easily construct in our plane. So in our limitations we can easily draw this triangle. It is possible. So here we have to take the same procedure. So firstly what we have to do, so we have to construct a base BC. So let's take the BC of length 8 cm. So using your scale, so you have to draw your length BC is equal to 8 cm. So here I have a separate scale here I have a separate scale. Using that scale only I will take the measurement. Yes, so here I will take that one. So firstly I will draw a common line first. So here I will draw a common line and then I will take the length of 8 cm here. So here it is length of 8 cm. Here I have length of 8 cm. So you can draw with your scale. So it is correct. Here I have to draw a length BC. So here we have the length BC. Yes. So I will drop the remaining parts. What I don't want those things. Yes. So this is the length BC of 8 cm. Yes. Then we have to draw a angle 45 degree. So here you can take your protractor also. So here you have to put the angle. So here you have to insert the protractor like this. So that line must be coincide with this line and this point will be here only. So whatever the point we have here, so that one you have to place correctly on that point and then you can locate the value of 45 degree. Yes, here we have 45 degree. So you can join. Otherwise, if you are forgotten to take this protractor, so you can have another formula, another method, that is making an angle of 45 degree. Already you know that one. That one method is also you can take. Here just observe. Here I will take the any radius. Firstly, I will take any radius here. So then you have to draw a curve like this, and then so you have to take the same radius and that intersecting point as a center. Then you have to cut this. Yes. We have the 60 degree, but we want 45 degree here. So when you have the 45 degree, so when you have the 90 degree, then we can take the angle bisector. Otherwise, when you have 30 degree, then you can take the angle bisector. It is also possible. So for that angle bisector, so we have here we have the 60 degree and here we have the 0 degree. Here you have to take the angle bisector. So taking a radius here, so here you have to draw a curve like this. And here you have to cut that curve here, so we get the angle bisector. So then you can join this line. It is 30 degree. So here it is 30 degree we have. So using this intersecting point and this intersecting point, so you can construct. So using this intersecting point, so you have to draw a curve, and from this intersecting point you have to draw a curve. So it's 60 degree, here it is 30 degree. When we take the angle bisector between those two things, we have the 45 degree angle. So here just observe whether both intersect or not. We have to check. Yes, here both the values are intersect. Here just observe both are intersect. So that means, so you can use this compass also. So making an angle construction, so you can draw a 45 degree, or you can use the protractor. So that one is also possible. If you are forgotten to take this protractor, so you can draw with the help of compass. That one is also possible when you have the knowledge of construction of making an angle. So this forms a 45 degree. So this one is the 45 degree we have. So then we have to take the similar process. Yes, what are the similar process we have? So here we have the AB minus AC is equal to 3.5 cm. This one is X, Bx it is. So xb or xpc is equal to 45 degree we have. So it is 45 degree. And then, so AB minus AC is equal to 3.5 centimeter. Take 3.5 centimeter length. As here we have 3.5 centimeter length here. So then, so place it on B and then cut the curve, cut the line BX here. So here the curve cuts. Here the curve cuts here. So then, this is the point D here. So this is the point D. And you have to join this DC. So DC we have to join here. So DC we have. And what is the next procedure? So you have to draw a perpendicular bisector of this DC. That perpendicular bisector intersects BX at some point. So let us take the perpendicular bisector. So taking a radius more than half of this DC and draw a curve. Taking C as a center, draw a curve here in both sides. So here you have to take this radius more than half of this CD and you have to draw a curve here and here also you have to draw a same curve. Then so taking a same radius and then you have to cut the previously drawn curves. So yes, we have. Then you have to take a perpendicular bisector so that this bisector you have to take, just increase it, extend it, and then here also you have to extend the same. Here you have to extend the same. Yes. Here we have the point A, then join AC. Yes. So here ABC. So ABC what we have here. So that one is the required triangle ABC. So using the method, so that is firstly you have to draw BC and then you have to draw a angle. So you have to draw an angle here. So using protractor or using compass. So those two are also possible. Those two cases also possible. And then you have to cut the point BD here. So BD is equal to AB minus AC. So then you have to join DC here. So then you have to take a perpendicular bisector so that bisects DC as well as it intersects BX at A, and then we have to join AC, then you can get the required triangle ABC. So this is the procedure to draw or construct a given triangle ABC using base angle and difference of other two sides only when AB minus AC we have. AB minus AC, that means AB is greater than AC. AB minus AC we have, and here it is case AB is greater than AC. So in next video, so we have to discuss about how can we construct a triangle. So when we have a base and base angle and difference of other two sides, in that AC is greater than AB. So at that time we have to take AC minus AB there. So I hope you understood this construction. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification of our channel very easily. Also hit the like button. Thank you one and all. Be safe and stay home. Thank you.